from the farmer's market and I only got a couple of things. I was really craving a BLT to make for lunch this week, so I got some fresh bread. It's already cut in a loaf. I'm pretty sure this is sourdough bread. It's our favorite to eat with sandwiches. I got some heirloom tomatoes as well as some lettuce, bagels, some cream cheese, and some fresh strawberries. I'm really hungry right now and a bagel sounds fantastic, so I'm gonna make one right now using the heirloom tomatoes as well. Lunchtime now and I'm starving. I thought it would be fun to continue to show you everything that I'm eating this week. At the farmer's market, I got a bunch of fresh produce to make BLTs. I had some bacon in the freezer, so I took that out last night as well. So we're gonna put it all together, serve it with some chips and a Poppy, and that is like a typical easy lunch that I do every couple weeks. It's definitely within my lunch rotation. They're just so easy to make. It's absolutely delicious. Something that I like to do is put turkey slices in them. I didn't used to do this, but ever since I started dating Devin, he just likes a little bit more substance in his sandwiches, so we add turkey slices. Must have a side of chips and a Poppy to go with it. This is like the ultimate lunch in my opinion. Now I'm just catching up on some YouTube while I finish off my lunch. I'm also watching a couple of vlogs of people who have traveled to Boston. We're going in October and neither of us have ever been, so we don't really know what to do. So if you have any recommendations, if you've been to Boston before, please leave them below in the comments. Would love to hear all about it. I'm like starting to plan that trip and plan an itinerary. It's really funny because Devin is such a man with a plan. He likes to know what he's doing. I just buy the plane ticket and I see what I end up doing when I get there. Kind of had to both like compromise on that front of, you know, being a little bit more flexible on his end, but also I need to plan a little bit more for him to feel good about the trip. That's just something I've noticed about us when we travel together. Totally manageable and it's gonna be so much fun. We're also going to Japan next year and I'm so excited for that trip too. Finished working and I'm starving and I'm really craving lobster pasta, and I got all of those things from Whole Foods last night, so we're gonna whip that up. It's gonna be like a creamy tomato sauce with lobster infused in it, and so I'm so excited. This is gonna be so delicious. Now I usually buy the lobster tails at the Whole Foods like counter where you can get all the seafood, and I usually get 2 to 3 lobster tails, but since I'm alone I only got one and I think that should be enough. They're not terribly priced. This was about $10 for one. Not the cheapest thing in the world, I guess. We're gonna use the handy dandy titanium all-use pan pro from our place. I really love it. I'm trying to remember what I did last time, but I think I sauteed garlic and shallots in this. I added some white wine, and then you place the lobster tail in there, let it simmer for a few minutes, and once it's done, you can take it out, let it cool, and then you chop up the lobster. And while we do that, we'll work on the sauce, we'll work on the pasta. Now that I'm thinking about it, I should have gotten 2 lobster tails. I'm looking back at an old video of when I made this pasta and I used 3, but I feel like 1's enough for me. I just know I love lobster. I probably should have gotten 2. So if you recreate this for just yourself, you might want to pick up 2. This is the wine we're using in the recipe, and look, it's my dad. Okay, we're gonna let that cool for a bit. Overcooked the butter when I cooked the lobster, therefore it's a little brown versus like a creamy white sauce pasta, which what I was going for. It's how it turned out the first time I made it, so I think I just overcooked the butter, so it kind of tastes a little burnt, but I'm still gonna eat it because I made it. Oh yeah, it was still good. I was contemplating starting over my pasta and the sauce. I decided it wasn't worth it, honestly. I'm so hungry. It was actually really good. I usually end up sitting on the couch with this little side table and watching something on TV, and that's how I kind of wind down for the night. And then I get ready for bed and just relax, and it's a great way to end the day. So I have my midnight snack, sweet treat before bed. I always need a sweet treat. Please ignore how I look in this. I am about to go to bed after this, but let me show you what I'm eating. So I have these blueberry muffins. They're from Whole Foods, and I warmed them up in the microwave. So they're super soft. A glass of milk to go with it. I fear I should cut back on my sweet treats, but it's what I really look forward to. Do I really want to take away that joy? No, I don't. I'm watching that 90s show. They have a new season. I really like it. It's cute. I really love that 70s show. Like, it's one of my top comfort shows. That 70s show, How I Met Your Mother. What else do I watch religiously? Big Bang Theory, Sheldon, like all of the sitcom laugh track shows. I love it. And I love it just because like I need something in the background playing all the time, but I don't want the brain power to actually like sit through it and pay attention and watch. Like, I just want it to play through. And since I've seen these shows over and over and over again, they're my go-to. I'm gonna finish the rest of my muffins, brush my teeth, and then go to bed. And I'll see you in the morning, and I'll show you everything else I eat tomorrow. Okay, good night. Mwah. Good morning. Such a great night's sleep. I definitely need my coffee this morning. I was debating going out to get coffee There's this coffee shop down the street from me that I love going to. I have been making coffee more at home. Since I work from home full time, I do get a little lonely. I kind of want a change of pace, change of scenery, so I love going to that coffee shop and working for a couple hours and then coming home. It's just a great way for me to break up my day. But today I actually have a lot of filming to do, so I thought going to the coffee shop actually didn't make much sense because I need to film and just get on that and it'll just delay me and it'll take me longer. So decided to skip that and make my own coffee at home. Not a huge big breakfast person. It takes me a minute to get an appetite, but I do see the benefits of eating something in the morning before my morning coffee, because honestly, if I just have my morning coffee, I could go until like 2 p.m. not eating, and that's not good. By that time I am starving and could eat a horse. So I'm trying to implement better eating habits because I know what my body needs and I know I need to be eating a little bit more throughout the day. So I have this croissant. It's not the healthiest breakfast in the world, but I love a chocolate croissant in the mornings. I got these from Whole Foods and I like it because they're all individually packaged so they don't go stale. They're really soft, they're not frozen, and you just toast them in the morning and they're nice and soft and pillowy. I do like the ones from Trader Joe's a lot. I think those most resemble the chocolate croissants from Starbucks. I do really like those, but those are kind of inconvenient because you have to leave them out overnight for them to rise. I don't like that though because I never know if I'm gonna actually want a croissant in the morning if I leave them out and then in the morning I'm like, actually I don't really want a croissant, I want an egg. It's like really inconvenient, so you just have to be sure you're gonna want a croissant in the morning. So I like these because they come ready to go, they're not frozen, they're super soft. All you gotta do is toast them. They're individually wrapped so you can just leave them and they won't go stale. So you can really have it whenever you want. I've been getting better at making my coffee, but honestly, my latte art is not there, and I tried to do this series on TikTok where I practice my latte art to get better at it, but honestly I'm so bad that there's just like zero progress, like zero progress. And I feel like no matter how many tutorials I actually watch and try to learn from, it just doesn't work out. I just think this is something that is not gonna be something that I learn, and that's okay. But all that matters is that it tastes good, and I feel like I've perfected my classic vanilla latte. When I'm lazy or like really on the go, I have some instant coffee from Nescafe. It's the ice roast. You just add ice and water and some creamer if you like, and boom, you have an iced coffee ready to go. So that's super convenient. And yeah, so we're all ready to go to start my day. I have my laptop here with me. I'm gonna put on a show that I don't really need to pay attention to, just have something in the background and get started with my day. I'm gonna get to work and I'll see you about lunchtime and I'll show you what I eat for lunch. Time for lunch. I just worked for a couple hours and now I'm gonna take a little break and make myself lunch. I'm gonna make an avocado toast with an egg on it. I also made some cucumbers to have on the side. I don't know if you guys have seen the cucumber trend all over social media. This creator, Logan, he literally eats a whole cucumber like every single day. But I love his recipes. He like chops them up using a mandolin and does different recipes to go into his cucumber mix. I made the Din Tai Fung version, so it has soy sauce, garlic, sugar, salt, chili oil, sesame oil, rice vinegar too. And it's really, really yummy. So I'm gonna put that in a little side bowl and then make my lunch. Shrimp wonton ramen from Costco. These are so good. my quick lunch. Like I said, I get these from Costco and they're so good. I love a good wonton soup. There is noodles, bok choy, and shrimp wontons. Personally, I take out the bok choy because I'm not like a huge fan, but it's such a good quick lunch if you're on the go or like don't have time to cook. I also like having these on hand if I'm sick and I want like a warm soup. Also, sorry for the noise if you're hearing that. I'm doing my laundry right now. I didn't film what I had for breakfast, but I basically still have half of my coffee from breakfast, and I had a jalapeno cheddar bagel with some cream cheese on it. I went to my go-to coffee shop in my area and had a little work day. We had someone come in to spray like the perimeter of our house and on the inside, so we needed to be out of the house for about 2 hours. Did that, did a Target run, got some snacks, got back to the house. When I went to Target today, I got some pasta sauce. I got it from Carbone. They make pasta sauces and it's actually really, really good. So I'm gonna make a pasta, like a spaghetti pasta with that sauce and chicken cutlets to go with it, and I think that'll be really yummy for dinner. And then tomorrow I think is gonna be the last day that I do a what I eat in the day, and I'm gonna try to go all out with my full day of meals. Since it's a Saturday, we're gonna make some breakfast. For lunch, TBD, might be something simple like macaroni. And then for dinner, I want to go to Sushi Fumi, which if you don't know, Sushi Fumi is a really popular spot in West Hollywood. I've seen a lot of influencers talk about it on TikTok, which really made me want to go. It's one of those places where you can't put a reservation. You have to show up when it opens, and there's usually a line and a list, and you have to put your name down and stuff like that. I recently went with some girlfriends and I absolutely loved it. It was so simple, but the fish was really fresh. Like just everything was delicious, and so I'm dying to go back. Devin and I actually tried to go on Monday, but it was a Labor Day and they were actually closed, so I felt really bad that we went all the way to West Hollywood and it was closed and we had to figure out somewhere else to go, and by this time we were starving, so we were a bit cranky. So this time around I'm like, okay, we're gonna go and it's gonna be open and we're hopefully gonna have a really, really nice dinner. And that's gonna end this video, and I think it'll be really fun. I'm really excited to show you everything that I ordered from Sushi Fumi because it's so good. It's lunchtime and I'm starving, and I'm gonna make some noodles. We got these from Costco in a variety pack, and we actually tried this as a sample and it's so good. The flavor is Twist My Parm. It's like Asiago and Parmesan with like little spirals, and it has 14 grams protein, 7 grams of fiber, 21 nutrients per serving, and there's like 2 servings in this, so I think it's pretty good. So I'm gonna make this, and then I'm excited for dinner to go out and not cook today.